I am your host, Dr. Kathleen Walls.
And I'm Edmund Modeste.
And I'm Clinton Jean.
And you are watching
Dr. Walls and Friends on UCCN at Fondue Plantation and Resort. Woo! Right.
When my purpose is and my passion's name, can I get through this? Can I find my way? Though the road is long and the mountain high, I will journey on, live my greatest life, yeah. Dr. Walls and Friends, 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 Dr. Walls and Friends.
Welcome back to Dr. Walls and Friends, and I am here with the general manager of Fondue Resort and Plantation, on the beautiful island of St. Lucia in Soufrière, correct?
Soufrière, that's it.
All
You
right.
got it.
I'm working on my French. It's somewhere back deep in the bowels of my brain.
We'll work on a little Creole before you leave.
Okay, thank you. All right. And so we were talking about this particular property, the history of it, and you were saying that it's really designed from French colonial influence.
Yes. So Fondue, which literally translates Sweet Valley, is a French colonial estate. The estate lies on 135 acres.
Oh my goodness.
It was established over 250 years ago in the time of African slavery in the 18th century. And the plantation has been in continuous production of coffee, coconut, nutmeg, banana, and cocoa. Now, cocoa used to be the main crop.
Okay.
Actually, we still grow cocoa today. And all the evidence of cocoa production is still here. And we still process cocoa right here on the plantation.
Yes, I had the opportunity to see a little cocoa wine the other day.
Ooh,
Yeah.
listen, it's my favorite show. It's everybody's favorite show.
You have to come see this. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you something. Do you know that cocoa was considered the food of gods
No.
in that time? And from all of my understanding, it was really the backbone of the industry at the time.
And then I know at some point within the history, it kind of shifted to bananas.
To bananas,
I
yes.
think they called it the green gold.
Green gold.
Okay.
It was bananas until recently when we lost our preferential treatment.
Okay.
And we're not able to export as much as we wanted to.
Okay. But this resort is still a working cocoa plantation?
It's been a working cocoa plantation since the 18th century.
Wow.
And so on a daily basis, we harvest cocoa. As a matter of fact, the owner, Leighton Lamontagne,
Yes.
constantly plants cocoa. Throughout the year, he plants it.
Wow.
We harvest it all the time. We sell to the neighboring communities. We sell to the neighboring hotels. We take that cocoa. Let me tell you a little bit about the cocoa.
Please do.
We take that cocoa, we process it, and we form a bar out of it, what we call a cocoa stick.
I've seen that.
We sell that cocoa stick. You grate that cocoa stick, you add spices to it, and you get the best chocolate tea that you can ever come up with.
Okay, y'all.
So you have to
chocolate
try that
tea.
before you leave us.
Yes.
Cocoa tea. It's mixed with some cinnamon, some different spices, and we make a lovely cocoa tea with
Oh,
it.
nice.
We also produce chocolate. And one of our neighbors are actually into chocolate production.
Really?
And so they buy a lot of our cocoa to make chocolate on the island.
You know what I love is the interplay of what each person brings and how a neighbor is able to use that.
Yes.
So you all are providing the cocoa, the neighbor is making the chocolate, and then those of us who consume it,
Yes.
it works for everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Good. Now tell us more about what type of people would you say come to this resort?
Okay, so we have I like to say that our niche market is extensive and it's exclusive. It's inclusive. We have honeymooners that come to the property, so we are designed to accommodate honeymooners.
Okay.
Honeymooners, single persons, and families, which is the beauty of this property. We are also home to conservationists and environmentally conscious travelers.
Yes.
And especially those who are passionate about nature.
Yeah. For
right?
sure.
We promote a culture of total relaxation and tranquility.
Yes.
Right. For travelers who just want to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Fond du Plantation is also a romantic hideaway. It's perfectly suited for honeymooners.
Yes.
And if you're looking for a home away from home
Yes.
for that family vacation, then you want to come to Fond du
Yeah.
Plantation and Resort.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the warm staff members who will make you comfortable and who are very accommodating.
Yes.
On the property, we also host weddings. We host both intimate and large groups. And because our resort feature multiple wedding locations. Because of the beauty of our resort,
Yeah.
because of the layout of our resort, almost everywhere on property is considered a wedding location.
It's the truth.
Yeah. And but we do have a wedding gazebo
Okay.
for persons who are more traditional.
Yes. Yes.
And we have what we call the beautiful Garden of Eden, where we host our ceremonies.
Oh, I haven't seen
Now,
that yet.
If you want to revive that passion, if you want to
Yes.
revive that love,
All right.
we do vow renewals as well. Perfectly suited for vow renewals.
Oh.
And so we can accommodate just about every and any traveler.
That's wonderful. And you know what? We were talking about the working plantation, because there's actually a tour that people can do. So whether you're here for a honeymoon, family vacation, family reunion, so forth, what are some of the things that they can do on property?
All right, so while you're on property, we organize several excursions. So first of all, we have a property tour, which is beautiful. You get to experience the flora and the fauna as you go through the plantation.
Yeah.
And because of the elevation of the property, you get to points that overlook Soufre
Yeah.
and the surrounding areas, and that's just beautiful. While on property, you can dine at two of our restaurants, the Cocoa Pod and the Bamboo, and we serve authentic Caribbean cuisine.
Yes.
We pride ourselves on going on what we call the plantation to the plate experience. Again, we have multiple gardens on property. And so our chefs use all of the herbs, the spices, the
Wow.
vegetables, the fruits, right from that garden,
Yes.
right, to create authentic, sumptuous St. Lucian cuisine.
Sumptuous.
In addition to that, we do organize excursions
Okay.
for our guests. And so if you want to visit any of the attractions, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Everything's organized right here through us.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, you know, one of the things that's great about this location is it is very close to all of those attractions.
Yes, yes.
I
yes.
mean, because Tep Paul is literally right up the driveway.
Right up the road. And so it makes it easier. It allows you to spend a lot more time on property.
Yes.
Enjoying the property because everything is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, compared to other resorts where you may have to take 3 days to experience all of the locations,
True,
if
true.
you were here, all you need is 1 day
Yes.
to experience all of the locations, and you can enjoy the property for the rest of your
Yeah.
time.
Now, for me, I'm considered a walking mermaid, so
Mm-hmm.
the rain that you're seeing right now makes me very happy.
Well, listen, you call it rain, we
Yes.
call it liquid sunshine.
Okay, so I'm receiving liquid sunshine right now. I had some non-liquid sunshine earlier too, which was wonderful as well.
Yes,
But
yes.
for people who want to swim or go to the beach, what are their options?
All right, so we have what we call the Trois Bassins pool.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a lovely pool that our guests can indulge in.
Yes.
And we have a shuttle service to 2 nearby beaches.
Okay.
One at Sugar Beach and the other one at Anchasney Resort.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And for those of you, I know some of you have been seeing my posts because you've been commenting on it. There's also some properties, some facilities here, or what do I want to say, residences that have plunge pools.
Yes, so we do have honeymoon suites.
Yes.
And we have 1-bedroom cottages on the hillside. All of our hillside cottages come with a plunge pool.
Okay. And then the non-hillside, what's the difference between the cottages that are here?
Well, really the pool, we on the property, we believe we promote a techno-free environment.
Mm-hmm.
So our rooms come without air conditioning, without televisions.
Okay.
However, we do have Wi-Fi.
All right.
Everybody can work with Wi-Fi
That's right.
nowadays.
That's right.
Yeah. And so that's it. It's the hillside rooms come with a plunge pool.
Yes.
And the rooms, the other rooms come with a garden view.
Aha,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Now the rooms that are not on the hillside are actually authentic buildings. So
Mm-hmm.
what Lytton and Aroline did? Lytton and Aroline happens to be the owners of the property.
Yes.
And in an effort to preserve the authenticity and the culture of St. Lucia and the heritage
Mm-hmm.
of the island, they've gone out sourcing abandoned buildings,
Yes.
French colonial buildings, and what they do is they break it down, refurbish it, and bring it on the property. So one side of the property features all of these colonial buildings that they've bought from different parts of the island. Yes,
Interesting.
and the other part of it features more modern accommodation, which
Yes.
with plunge pools.
Yeah, I mean, it's so incredible how intentional it was to be one with nature.
Yes, yes.
Because when you look at the different properties, it's almost like they grew out just like the trees did.
Yes, and so all of that was intentional. The cottages are tucked right in between. There
Yes.
was a desperate effort not to interfere with nature. And even with the construction of them, a lot of the buildings are up on stilts.
Yes.
And the reason for that is to ensure that we did not have to cut anything down or damage anything in order to construct a cottage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carefully thought of.
Very much so. And you talk about one with nature, the outdoor showers.
Oh, I love these outdoor showers. You're really one with nature.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes, me,
Yeah.
the lizards, the birds, all of them. We
That's
we
it.
are together as one.
Yes.
So,
Fortunately for you here, it's really just the trees that be staring at you.
it's the truth. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Beautiful.
All right, we'll be back in a moment on Dr. Walls and Friends. Throughout life, many of us feel a nudge or pull to develop a personal relationship with Spirit. And Live by the Spirit Inspired Thoughts, Volume 1, Dr. Walsh shares experiences to help you develop, strengthen, and understand your personal relationship with Spirit. For more information about Live by the Spirit Inspired Thoughts Volume 1, go to www.askdrwalls.com. That's www.askdrwalls.com. God bless and live by the Spirit. Welcome back to Dr. Walls and Friends with our guest and friend to the show today. I like to make jokes with him off air so he can get to be smiling when the camera comes back on. Look, but one of the things that you talked about in the last segment was that Fondue is a green space.
Yes.
It's a green resort. What do you mean by that?
So, Fondo is a green resort, and because of that, we practice a sustainable tourism. The resort is a certified member of the Green Globe International.
Okay.
We pride ourselves on providing authentic St. Lucian experiences to our visitors. Actually, Fondo was internationally recognized as the historic tour operator of the year
Wow.
for its commitment to authoring authentic St. Lucian experiences. So everything that we practice,
Yes.
we're conscious of the environment. We try to remain environmentally friendly
Yeah.
in everything that we do. Conservation is practiced here throughout the course of our operation.
Yeah, and it's obvious. It's amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. I look forward to you all looking at the various pictures and scenery that you'll see during this interview because it is breathtakingly
Yes,
beautiful.
yes, it is.
Everything. And so you mentioned some awards that you won as well.
Yeah, so
Good.
I think it's necessary to mention that under distinguished stewardship of the owners,
Yes.
Airline and Little Namontine, Fondue has been the proud recipient of numerous prestigious awards, including the third straight weekly Megalion Award,
Oh my.
honoring Best in Travel,
Mm.
as well as the sixth consecutive Certificate of Excellence
All right now.
from TripAdvisor.
Excellent.
And in 2015,
Yes.
World Boutique Hotel Award.
Really.
So lots of accolades for this beautiful property.
You better believe it. One thing is you were talking about having the true Lucian experience is about that this property is 100%, is it managed and owned?
100% owned and managed
Yes.
by St. Lucian. And the reality is most of the properties in St. Lucia are owned by expatriates, most of the hotels.
Really?
And there seemed to be the belief that an expatriate should own a resort.
Interesting.
And so the Lamontines made a conscious effort, to only employ local staff members
Yes.
and to manage and develop this resort on their own. So they take it in strides.
Yes.
To ensure that it remains that way.
Yeah. You know what? I had a conversation the other day. It was actually the first day that I got on island, and someone was just talking about how much they love St. Lucia, and they're a Lucian, and how important it is to value where you come from and what it is that you have.
Yes.
And so many times people will wait until someone else values them before
Yes.
you value their own. And it sounds like the owners didn't do that.
They didn't do that. The reality is when you grow up with something, you do not learn to appreciate it. And so that tells you about the brilliance of the owners.
Yeah.
That they had the foresight and the vision to see that they had something wonderful,
That's
something
right.
amazing,
Yeah.
and make the decision to develop it themselves. Actually, Leighton's dad owned that plantation.
Oh, wow.
And his dad handed it to him back in 1990.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so by 2006, so when his dad handed it over to him in 1990, he started to work on the plantation, planting more crops. He eventually opened it to the community.
Okay.
So they can see what a truly authentic plantation looked like. So he organized multiple excursions and tours so persons to just come in and see the property.
Yes.
And by 2006, he decided, to go into hospitality and to make it a holiday destination.
Look at that.
And so that's what it is. That's why we have the units and everything right now, because it was his dream and his vision
Yes.
to make it a holiday plantation. Actually.
Yeah. And there are people here from all over. I mean, just today saw and spoke with someone who's from India who flew here today.
Yes,
There's actually people here from England, I'm sure, which is
Yes.
regular
Yes.
to some
Yes.
extent, but from all over.
Yeah, I mean, we a lot of our guests come from Canada.
Okay.
We have guests who come from the United States, Australia, the Middle East, and so our guests come from all over the world.
Yes.
Like I said earlier on, our niche market is extensive.
Yeah.
Because of the type of property that we have, we accommodate persons from all walks of life. So whatever your dream is, whatever your vocation desire is, we offer it at Fondue.
All right. Well, my motto is to live your greatest life, so I definitely encourage people to come here. People have heard us talk about it. They've seen these pictures and they're saying, I want to come. I want to come now.
We want them to come.
We say,
When you coming?
okay, that's right. They saying, how do we find out more? So where do they need to go to find out more?
So, first of all, our website,
yes.
www.fondouxestate.com, and that's FONDOUXESTATE.com. Our international telephone contact is 315-307-2348, and our local contact is 758-459-7545. Social media, we're on Facebook, and our Facebook page is Fondue Plantation and Resort, and on Instagram, www.instagram.com FONDDOUXP. Fondue P is where you'll find us on Instagram.
All right, excellent. And you can always find me on AskDrWalls.com. That's AskDrWalls, and that's AskDrWalls.com. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at Ask Dr. Walls. And be sure to check out the Piton International Film Festival website at pitonfilmfestival.org. And until we meet again, continue to live your greatest life.
Get through this. Can I find my way? Though the road is long and the mountain high, I will journey on, live my greatest life, yeah.